Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and I would like to oh no. And I would like to thank everyone here at JAC Cars Philippines for the media preview of this all-new 2025 JAC T9 Advanced 4x2. So this is the base model of the T9 here in the Philippines, and don't worry folks, there will be more variants coming soon to our stores, and this is the first one that we get. And I would say, what a pickup truck. And I did drive the older one that was here present earlier, which I'll get in detail in quite a bit. So with the looks of this T9, well, it's your usual Chinese pickup truck now because they tend to be more on the aggressive side of things. But what I like now with this 2025 model compared to the black one that I just showed you, you have now a blacked out grille. It's not the full-on chrome Tito spec anymore. This is more baguettes on my side. You get a decent amount of ground clearance at 220 millimeters, which is on par with the competition itself. And despite being a base model itself, you have LED lights all around this vehicle. That's what I like. And to be honest, with the looks of this, kind of looks like that of the bigger American pickup trucks. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with that. Anyways, on the side profile itself, again, it is your traditional pickup truck. You still have 18-inch wheels, but you have a different design now. It's all blacked out, and I do personally prefer these wheels than the older one. And what's pairing this all-new T9 is quite surprising too. And pairing this is like what you get in the JAC T8, which I've just driven around late last year. This is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, but this time you have an uprated power of 170 horsepower and a whopping 410 Newton meters of torque. Almost the best-in-class power in terms of all of the base pickup trucks, and you can see the gigantic turbo right here on the left side. As for the rear of this JAC T9, yet again, we have an array of LED lights for your tail lights. You get a lot of badges here. I don't know why I wanted to say a Citibank for this 2-liter badge. Kidding aside, LED placements here so you can see the plate number, a reverse camera too. Again, despite being a base model, no electronic assist for the tailgate, but it's not too heavy. I demoed here with all gallons of water, which magically disappeared, but this is the total payload capacity of this JAC T9, which is on par with this competition. And what I like too, this comes as standard with a sports bar. Egress and ingress of this T9 is really good because you have a very wonderful side step over here. As for the door cards, pretty good. For a base model, you get leather soft pads with red stitching here for your elbows. And let's start her up. You get a nice animation too for both for your instrument cluster and for your infotainment system. You have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. That's very nice. And you have a reverse camera with dynamic guidelines. Yeah, I wish it was the 360 suite, but that will come soon for the upcoming 4x4 and higher models. So don't you worry about that. And the infotainment layout is a vertical type. Again, similar like that of an American vehicle, and other stuff you can do here is really good too. And what I like with this T9, the response time of this system is much better, being honest, than the T8 itself. You get tire pressure monitoring system and more arrays for your vehicle settings, for the driving, the instrument cluster, and ambient lighting too. This has 64 of them, and of course, naturally, I chose red. I like your secondary radio up here. It says here DAB+. So DAB. Anyway, you get here an instrument cluster with the digital display right in the middle. You have a few adjustments like for your trip meter, RPM, driving range, and for your fuel economy, speedometer on the right side. And on the outer layer itself, you have for your engine temperature and for your fuel meter. The steering wheel, I was about to say it's almost the same like with every other JAC model, but this one has few tweaks. You get gloss black trims over here, no spoke on the bottom, which I kinda like. Same array of buttons like for your cruise control, which is handy too. And you have a dead ahead on top of it. So, mimics that of Porsches. Just saying. More buttons here on the left side for your headlight level adjustments and for your side mirrors. Even for a 4x2 base model, this has auto folding for the side mirrors. I hope you can see it. And further down below, you get a wireless charging pad. How about that? 12-volt socket, 2 Type A USB ports, and more leather here on the dashboard, and a vlogging placement here right above. I like that. Same with the T8. Glove box, again, like with the T8, pretty decent for a pickup truck. Nice leather pads all around, including here for the seats with red stitching. It's very, very comfortable. It's not on the sportier side of things, but there's a good amount of bolstering and the cushion is really, really soft. And I did have already my first driving impressions of this T9 off camera with the older one. Yeah, I really, really love this seat. It's super comfortable. Here in the center console, you get your gear shift, heating functions, ESC button, auto hold, and electronic parking brake button, along too with your drive mode select. So you have here eco, normal, snow, and sport mode. So more on the driving later on. And two cup holders over here, one short one and one really deep one. Center console box, pretty decent, but at least it makes up for it. You have a cooling function just inside, so you can stack all of your drinks and all your booze if you want. And as for the rear seats, it's your conventional pickup truck. You have a central armrest with two cup holders, air conditioning vents, one of each Type A and Type C USB port, and a 220-volt outlet, which is a must in all pickup trucks. And I like, even this is a base model, it has this feature. And the space there in the back, again, pretty good. I think even better than most pickup trucks that I tried out. And now, first drive impressions of this all-new JAC T9. Well, what can I say? I'm very impressed with the torque. So here, normal mode, third gear, 20 kilometers per hour, and then floor it. Slight delay, but once you get going, whee! It's not the fastest one out there. However, it still packs quite a punch. Along to, I love the torque delivery of this. It's very, very smooth. And having driven the earlier version of this JAC T9, what can I say? It's a massive improvement because the older JAC T9 was running on a rear leaf suspension setup, and for this brand new setup, it's much better with the multi-link rear suspension. It's really, really good. I mean, yes, it's still a pickup truck, but you expected the ride to be a little bit harsher than usual, but not with this T9 itself. And the handling of this, I don't see any adjustments for the feel itself. It is light overall. Well, the lightest one I've tried out in any pickup so far, but still there's some heft to it if you're driving a little bit faster. And then hence, let's try now e-sport mode. So I've shifted down much quicker, and then yeah, that's all right. That's really, really peppy. Even though it's not the most powerful one in its class, but I know, if not mistaken, this is one of the lighter pickup trucks in the segment too. Turning circle, yeah, it's pretty much the same like with the rest of the pickup trucks out there. But this thing moves. And it's very stable too on the highway. That's what I like about this JAC T9. It's not the sportiest out there, but it's a really good balance of comfort and, I would say, a sporty drive for a pickup truck overall. So here's a roundabout test, which I barely do on my channel with pickup trucks. Let's see if it survives. Yeah, their body lean is present, but again, it's not so bad. And it did that with ease too. Now, I really like the multi-link rear suspension setup because, of course, Japanese brand was able to pioneer this ever since, and literally almost everybody is copying this system now. And I would say though, with this JAC T9, it literally works. And the rest with the driving dynamics, as I showed you earlier with the performance and everything else, this is really good. And especially with this 8-speed automatic transmission. I mean, it does gear hunt, of course, when you are in eco mode, but surprisingly, it's not too bad too once you're just cruising around here in the city itself. And NVH, okay, let's just go a little bit quicker. And here, 50, 60 kilometers per hour. Running already at 6th gear, actually. That's pretty smooth. That's all I can say with this JAC T9. And as for the claimed fuel economy of this, the folks at JAC Philippines were able to do 12 kilometers per liter. But here in my test, as you can see here, 8.5 kilometers per liter. That is not bad whatsoever given the traffic conditions, that this was idle the whole day for the shoot and all that. It's still very much fuel efficient. And one more time. So this concludes my first dive impressions of this all-new JAC T9. And I do not have with me yet the official prices, but JAC Philippines will announce the prices for this T9 4x2 Advance very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more JAC reviews coming right up. Bye-bye.